Imagine knowing what someone is thinking without them ever saying it out loud. It's not about magic or mind reading, it's about psychology. The truth is, people's minds reveal themselves in subtle ways. Tiny expressions, tone shifts, body language, and even the words they choose. In this video, you'll learn 6 powerful psychological tricks to read people's minds, so you can understand them better than they understand themselves. Trick 1. The first reaction test. When you ask someone a question, especially one that catches them off guard, their first reaction is often the most honest. Why? Because in those first 3 seconds, the brain hasn't had enough time to filter, edit, or disguise the truth. Think of it like this. Your conscious mind is the PR manager. It tries to make you look good. Your subconscious mind is the raw, unedited version. And in that first reaction, whether it's a facial expression, a micro movement, or a slip of the tongue, you get to see the unedited self. Here's how to use it. Ask a direct but casual question, then watch closely. Ignore the actual words at first and focus on their face, tone, and posture in the first few seconds. Do their eyes widen? Do they hesitate? Do they look away? Do they smile too quickly? That's the truth trying to leak out. After those first moments, the conscious brain steps in, smoothing out expressions and reshaping the story. By then, you're getting the safe version. This trick works best when the person isn't expecting the question, so it feels natural, not like an interrogation. The more relaxed they are, the easier it is to catch the flash of truth. If you want to read minds, learn to catch those first few seconds. They're gold. Trick 2. Spotting microexpressions. No matter how hard someone tries to hide their feelings, their face will often betray them, just for a split second. These tiny involuntary expressions are called microexpressions, and they reveal genuine emotions before the brain can mask them. A microexpression lasts less than half a second. It's a flash of real emotion, anger, fear, happiness, disgust, sadness, that pops up on the face before the person regains control. Most people miss them completely, but once you train yourself to notice them, it's like seeing a secret message. For example, someone says they're fine, but you catch a tiny flash of sadness before they smile. They claim they're happy for you, but there's a split second of envy in their eyes. They agree with your idea, but you spot a flicker of disgust before they nod. The key to spotting microexpressions is to focus on the whole face, especially the eyes, eyebrows, and mouth. Watch for expressions that don't match the words being spoken. If there's a mismatch, the microexpression is usually the truth. You can practice this skill by watching interviews or reality shows, where emotions run high, but people are trying to keep composure. Slow down videos and study facial reactions. You'll start noticing patterns quickly. Once you can read microexpressions, you're essentially looking into someone's emotional state in real time. And once you know how they really feel, it's much easier to understand what they're thinking. Trick 3. The power of mirroring. Mirroring is when someone subconsciously imitates another person's body language, posture, speech patterns, or gestures. It's one of the clearest signs of connection, and it can also be a tool to read someone's thoughts. Here's the psychology. When we like or agree with someone, our brain's mirror neurons fire, causing us to unconsciously copy their movements. It's a silent way of saying, "I'm in sync with you." This happens naturally during deep conversations, flirting, or moments of trust. To use this as a mind-reading trick, first observe, is the person mirroring you? If you lean forward, do they lean forward? If you take a sip of water, do they do the same within a few seconds? If yes, that's a strong indicator of rapport or agreement. You can also reverse engineer this trick. Intentionally change your posture or gesture and see if they match it. If they do, they're likely aligned with you emotionally or mentally. If they don't, or if they pull away, there's probably some distance or resistance in the relationship. Mirroring also shows up in speech. If someone matches your tone, speed, or even your slang, it's a big clue that they're comfortable and engaged. This isn't just about reading connection, it can also signal hidden feelings. Someone might act neutral, but if they're subtly copying you, they're probably on your side more than they admit. Trick 4. The pause and listen method. One of the easiest yet most powerful tricks to read someone's mind is also the one most people avoid: silence. When someone finishes speaking, we naturally want to jump in and respond. But if you simply pause and stay quiet, you create a moment of tension. And in that tension, people often reveal more than they planned. Here's why it works. The human brain is wired to dislike awkward silences. When a gap in conversation appears, most people feel compelled to fill it, often by adding extra details, clarifying their thoughts, or blurting out what they really meant. For example, you ask, "How do you feel about this project?" They answer quickly, "It's fine." You stay quiet. They glance away and add, I have a few concerns, but it's probably nothing." And now the truth starts to come out. The key is to maintain soft, non-threatening eye contact and a neutral expression. You're not pressuring them, you're simply giving them space. Pro tip: combine this with a slight nod as if encouraging them to continue. This subtle gesture tells their brain, it's safe to say more. Silence is a magnet for honesty. Use it wisely, and you'll be amazed at what people reveal when they feel the need to fill the gap. Trick 5. Watching eye movements. Our eyes are like GPS trackers for the brain. They can point to where our thoughts are going in real time. While the science is debated, many psychologists and body language experts agree that eye direction can give clues about whether someone is remembering, imagining, or feeling something. Here's a simplified guide. Up and to the left, trying to recall a visual memory. Up and to the right, constructing or imagining something, can hint at fabrication. Side to the left, remembering a sound or voice. Side to the right, imagining a sound. Down to the right, accessing emotions or self-talk. Down to the left, thinking about physical sensations. This doesn't mean you can catch a lie with one glance. You have to combine it with other cues. For example, if someone looks up and to the right and hesitates and their story changes slightly, that's when your suspicion might be justified. Also, watch for blink rate and eye contact. Rapid blinking can signal stress or discomfort, while long locked eye contact might be an attempt to appear more convincing. Too little contact can suggest avoidance or insecurity. The trick is to notice patterns. Everyone has natural quirks, but when eye movements shift in a way that doesn't match the conversation, you might just be catching a glimpse of what's really happening in their mind. Trick 6. The subconscious word trap. Words are never random. Even when someone is trying to hide their thoughts, the language they choose often gives them away. This is because our subconscious mind leaks little clues through the phrases and metaphors we use. For example, if someone keeps saying, "I feel stuck," while talking about a relationship or career, they're telling you they see their situation as restrictive, even if they claim they're fine. Similarly, a person who repeatedly uses warlike phrases, "I have to fight through this," or "I'm under attack," might be feeling defensive or overwhelmed. To use this trick, pay close attention to the words people choose without overthinking. When someone shares a story, reflect back one or two of their exact phrases in your reply. If they respond with stronger emotions or elaborate on that phrase, you've probably touched on what's really on their mind. You can also ask open-ended follow-ups like, "What do you mean by that?" Or, "Tell me more about what you said earlier." This gentle probing forces the conscious mind to explain what the subconscious has already revealed. The real power of this trick is that it doesn't feel like mind reading to the other person. To them, you're simply listening closely, but in reality, you're catching the unfiltered language their brain is slipping into conversation, and often, those words point directly to their deepest thoughts and feelings. Thanks for watching. Now you've got 6 powerful psychological tricks to read people's minds, not with magic, but with science. Try them out and watch how much more you notice in everyday conversations. If you enjoyed this, subscribe for more videos on psychology, human behavior, and the hidden side of communication. The more you learn, the harder it becomes for anyone to hide the truth from you. See you at the next video.